Crawford from the Dreemtime Academy. I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in colour therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? I didn't think so. Now, today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers and the alphabet. Now, I work with an incredible sequence of beautiful dual coloured oil bottles like these ones here, and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean numerology, which I've found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today, then leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. I'm looking at your day number, your ruling number, otherwise known as your life path number, and your personal year cycle number today during the live. Okay. Now, before we get into all of that, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's watching me and who has subscribed to my channel. I'm just really blown away. Every day I check my analytics on YouTube and I see how many new subscribers are joining. So you're coming in thick and fast at the moment. You know, it's amazing to see. So you must really be resonating with the content that I'm creating on Starseed consciousness, intergalactic, channelings and numerology and colour therapy, and everything else in between. So that's brilliant. Now, if you do have any ideas for content for me that you'd like me to create for you, I'm more than open to that as well. Great news as well that I now have memberships available, where you can support my channel and help it to grow, and also join a like-minded community of truth seekers and starseeds from all across the planet as we ascend together with ease and grace. So yeah, there is a join button underneath my video that you can click on. There's 2 levels that you can enter my inner circle with Soul Sparks, which is only $5.99 a month, and also the Codex Crackers for $10.49 a month. And that's Australian dollars as well. And that's where you'll get like behind the scenes clips that nobody else gets, and you'll get membership badges, and you'll get that sort of change the longer that you're with me. You'll get special content as well, and even live streams that are just literally available to members only as well. So there's all sorts of really powerful ways that you can become a member. So you can either choose Soul Sparks or Codex Crackers, depending on how you want to continue to learn, grow and evolve with me. Of course, you'll get all the information with the Codex Crackers as well about the Oversoul Codex collective community as well, which is a really powerful online learning portal as well, where you can start really dipping your toe into the different layers of consciousness, the Oversoul archetypes, the planes of consciousness, and of course the color rays and the activation keys as well. So there's just so much content in there that is going to elevate your frequency and help you align with the new earth. Amazing. So for the purpose of today, we're doing numerology. So if you're watching me live, then leave your date of birth in the chat. I'm going to be having a look at it, your day number, ruling number and personal year cycle influences. We go through today's live, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we've got with us from all across the globe. So don't be shy, make sure you introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and of course I will do the rest. All right. Now, we had some really interesting readings that I've done over the last few live streams. Some really amazing people have actually joined me, and I'm really thrilled to meet so many beautiful people. Like we had Nicole yesterday, who was an artist. She was absolutely beautiful. And we've had Simon. We've so many really lovely people that continue to watch, and Aaron as well. Of course, Aaron's always popping in and saying hello as well. So it's lovely to have you guys join me, and it'll be great to get to know you all a bit better, of course, as we move through these live sessions. So I do 3 lives weekly now. So you'll see that on my banner. So 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, Thursday and a Friday as well on my channel. So there's lots of opportunities for you to be able to interact with me when I'm live, as well as we're growing the Dreamtime Academy on YouTube. Now remember, I'm also available on TikTok as well. So I do lives on TikTok as well daily. And my handle on TikTok is Dreamtime, just simple Dreamtime, no academy after it. So make sure you head over there. We've got over 30,000 followers as well now on TikTok. So that's amazing. I'm just blown away by the amount of people that are following me on that platform, as well as my Facebook page as well. And so make sure you head over to my my website, which is Dreamtime Academy on just type it into Google, dreamtime-academy.com. Check out all the stuff that I'm offering on there as well. I think you'll be really suitably impressed. So hello to Jen, it's nice to see you here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello to Foxy Mama as well. And Jen, you're in Michigan, are you? Yeah, and we've got Foxy Mama and you're Margaret from Canada, born on the 16th of April. Oh, interesting. You're born on the 16th, same as me. Now then, Margaret, the 16 is a karmic number. Did you know that? So I know this number really well because obviously it's not only my day number influence, but also my husband. My husband was born on the 16th of October as well. And, we both recognise the karma involved in it, because it's kind of amplified when both partners in the relationship have got it. So you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say that. Do you have an irrational fear, Margaret, that you're going to lose everything all of a sudden, or you're going to be betrayed? Now that's because in a previous, or what I call a parallel incarnation, you may have been selfish in love. So the 16, the 1 is I was selfish, and the 6 is Venus, which is in love. Yeah. So you may find that you either attract betrayals, or you are betrayed, or you betray someone in this life. And so sometimes, a 16 will end up having an affair, or they will have, the other person will have an affair. So there is all of these trust and betrayal issues that can come up with people born on the 16th. So, but it does reduce down to the 7. Now, remember, the 16 is the Tower card in traditional tarot, which is like an explosion of old structures in your life for a consequent clarification. So lots of things that you build up might also break down as well, so you might have the Tower thing happening, as you move through your life. But you learn through that experience, you see, Margaret. So you are the 16th of April, 1966, and you've got 3 6s within your birth chart. Now, a lot of people go, oh, that's the mark of the devil, but it's not. It's big creativity. Remember, the opposite of creativity is destruction. So when you've got 3 6s in your birth chart, it compounds and amplifies your creative abilities, but also, the reverse of that, which is self-sabotage, addictions, worry and anxiety, even possessiveness of your family as well. So you might find that plays itself out, in your life experience as well. So the 3 6s can be, extreme destruction or extreme creativity, depending on how it's expressed, So yeah, you have got the arrow of hypersensitivity in your birth chart as well, Margaret, which is this arrow here. So it's called the arrow of hypersensitivity because it means you've got no numbers on the soul plane. So the 2, 5 and 8 are missing. So, what this means for you is like, you've got a weak soul protection. You get very easily hurt by just the little throwaway comments that people make. So someone could say to you, oh, Margaret, you look really tired today. And you'd be like, what? What do you mean? I look haggard? And then you'd be like, right, they're dead to me. So there is this very hypersensitive aspect that comes up for you there. Also, we can see here you've got the arrow of the inquirer, which is the lack of the 3, 5 and 7. It means that you're a bit skeptical about believing anyone or anything until you get evidence that someone's being genuine and authentic. Once you get that proof, however, Margaret, you'll become a complete and utter convert, but you need evidence before you believe. Your life path number is a 9, 10, 16, 22, 26, 32, 33. So you're actually a ruling number 6 as well, but it derives from a master number 33. So, you know, the 11s, 22s, 33s are master numbers. So you've come in to master something. And for you, you've come in to master love. So again, big creativity. It's a very maternal energy, the 6, you know. So in Pythagorean numerology, we reduce the 33 to the 6, which is Venus, the planet of love. So you're a lover, not a hater. You know, you're creative, you're very maternal, you'd make a good healer, a mother, a nurse, a creative, a designer. You know, so there is this very, very creative force that exudes from you. And you love love, you know. So for you, you know, the 33 is about mastering love, though. So you've got to learn to become selfless in this life, but without being a people pleaser. So try and abort mission on trying to rescue people, because if you do that, people might take advantage of you. You then feel abused, and then you might fall into the shadow pattern of the pink 6 vibration, which is the victim archetype. Yeah, and no one wants to stay in that shadow of the 6 for too long. So, you know, the 16, as I mentioned before, you know, it can result in betrayals or affairs, but it reduces down to the 7. Now, the 7 is Neptunian. So your day number is actually a 7 in Pythagorean numerology, which is Neptune, this beautiful turquoise ray. Now, Neptune is the Roman god of the sea, Margaret, or the king of Atlantis. So many souls that come in with a day number 7 or a life path 7 have past life connections with Atlantis. So you may find that you have soul memories that resurface for you in this incarnation of like the work that you were doing in Atlantis, maybe working with crystal technology or sound resonance, vibrational remedies, energy healing, Reiki, or even like you might be drawn into psychology and psychiatry in this life as well. So, you know, for you, you're the 7-6 combination, which really is a very starseed colour combination. When you've got pink and turquoise as your soul colours, Margaret, this is like proper starseed stuff. So it's very Pleiadian energy. You know, the Pleiades, the 7 sisters, you know, that beautiful divine cluster of 7 stars in our solar system that a lot of people feel very, very intimately connected to. So you can see, you know, you're a seeker of truth. So you're very good at listening to the problems of other people, but you tend to carry your own burdens alone. You have to learn through your own experiences, Margaret, so no one can tell you how to live your life. You've got to do it your own way. And even if that means that sometimes you have to fall, dust yourself off, get back up again, it's just what makes you roll, you know. The 7's also big into justice and equality as well. So you're a supporter of the underdog. You're somebody who likes fairness. You may even have been drawn into the legal services or the judiciary system along the way as well. So, you know, the 7's often find that they like exploring everything that lays beyond the veil and deep in the deeper resonance of the subconscious mind. So, you know, it's all about love and justice, this incarnation for you. Now, you're also a very practical person, quite traditional and conservative in some of your values as well. And, you know, but that's big creativity. And I wouldn't be surprised if you can't express that beautiful creativity through your hands. You may attract in the narcissist through your life as well, because you are such a lover. You're not a hater, you know. So a lot of 33s do end up attracting in people with narcissistic personality disorder. But your year that you're in, Margaret, is a 9, 10, 13, 19, 20. You're in a personal year 2 this year. So, Margaret, when you get to a personal year 2, it is a year where you might be feeling a bit more sensitive, a bit more emotional than usual. So as you get to a personal year 2, you're like, it's good for processing the changes that you went through last year. So last year you may have moved house or changed jobs or even got out of an old relationship. And this year you kind of need to process all of those changes, you know. So spend time meditating, doing some inner work, some personal development, but just recognize that you will be feeling a bit more sensitive this year, okay? So Margaret, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. All right. Oh, now hello to Jen. Did you want me to have a look at doing some insights for you today? I'm also going to use the Cosmic Family Oracle cards today. So for anybody who's watching me live right now, don't be shy. Drop your date of birth in the chat. I'm looking at your day number, ruling number, and personal year cycle influences as we go through today's live. All right. So Margaret's like, lol, my ex and sibling have narcissistic personality traits, do they? Oh, well, there you go. Isn't it interesting, isn't it? The 33s do tend to attract them, you know, Margaret. Yeah. I'll pick a card out for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well. And you got the Syrian teacher, Mariah. And this is about you moving out of patterns of codependency to interdependency. So where both parties exchange equal amounts of energy instead of it all being one-sided. You don't want to be in a codependent relationship. Nobody does. Um, so maybe that's some of the themes that you're working on during this incarnation, Margaret. Was that all right for you? Yeah, did it make sense? Hopefully it did. Remember, I'm kind of just wetting your whistle today, Margaret, but if you want more information, I also create what are called Starseed Numerology Reports. It's basically a 22-page handcrafted document which will look at all aspects of your birth chart, but also your name chart as well. Because remember, your name, Margaret, carries a vibration too through your soul urge number, which is derived from the vowels within your living name, but also your outer expression number, which is derived from the consonants, which is the way you're perceived by the outside world. It also looks at your complete name number. So, for me to get it really accurate, I do need to look at your birth chart, obviously in a lot more detail than we've been able to do today during the live, but also your name chart as well, because your name carries that vibration, and it will either be supportive, so it'll be complementary, or supplementary to your birth chart. So there are good names and bad names for us fundamentally. But also it looks at the major influences in your astrology as well. So it explores your sun, your moon, your north node and your ascendant, and based around the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart at the time that you're born, and where that's either conjunct or opposite, will reveal your galactic origins. So where your soul has originated from after leaving source consciousness. So, whether you're Pleiadian, Arcturian, Lyran from Andromeda like me, or the Pleiades, or Alpha Centauri, or Antares, or Alpha Draconia even, or one of a plethora of other constellations and galaxies out there. So yeah, if you'd like the full report, they're on special offer today because it's Friday and it's the 1010 energy portal as well, the 10th of October here in Perth in Western Australia, which is the perfect day for manifestation and abundance, and stepping more into your sovereignty as well. So the link that I've dropped into the chat there will help you to claim your special offer, Margaret, on the full Starseed Numerology Report for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US, if you're watching in the United States. And then you'll be prompted to send me your birth date, time, place of birth and living name, and then just give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right. So hello to Serenity Station. It's nice to see you back again. How have you been? And Jen says, I love crystals and have a decent collection. Any suggestion for my December the 29th, 1971 birthday? Oh, yeah, let's have a look. Very interesting, Jen. Okay, I'm going to come to you next. So, Jen, 29th of December, 1971. And you're in Michigan, aren't you? Yeah? In Michigan. Very, very good. Now, the 2911s have kind of signed a contract that says, whatever it takes, I want to have a swift evolution of soul. So throw it at me, just give me all of it. So a lot of 29s go through lots of issues of separation because the 2911 is the role of the Olympic spiritual athlete. So it's duality in the colour mirrors, actually. So that's bottle 11. It's a master number. So 11 is good and bad, black and white, dark and light, right and wrong. Your last look at issues of separation. So many 2911s go through a divorce or separation from family. So it's your quest to learn about unity consciousness through experiencing the opposite of that, which is obviously duality. So Jen, for you, you could make a great life coach, spiritual teacher, or social worker. You may be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. You're definitely somebody who's very empathic, at least, Now, you had difficulties during childhood, Jen. So it might have been your mum and dad separated when you were growing up, or there may have been issues around sibling rivalry or ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in with the world around you when you were growing up, But that can also manifest as issues and challenges in your adult relationships as well. When you've got the arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5 and 6. So, those issues around separation of your 11 may have started from early childhood, yeah, but it might have been that you got bullied because you were sensitive, or there was sibling rivalry. So it's known as the arrow of frustration, that one. Now, your life path number, Jen, is a 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 32. You're a 5. So you feel things very intensely. Both the 5 and the 11 are on the soul plane. So the 5 is mercurial. It's the heart energy, really. The 5 is green. It's that colour of the heart chakra. So it's about freedom. It's about communication, versatility. You need to travel. You need to explore the world. You need to get out into life instead of hiding away from life. So the five really is a powerful number where you've got to make sure that you express yourself with the people around you. So surround yourself with people that allow you to just be you. So you've got to let go of old masks. You've got to be truly honest with yourself about what it is you want in your life. And if any part of you wants to hide, it will make life, quite difficult for you. So, as I said, you've got to do something that's non-restrictive. So going into a regular 9 to 5 day job wouldn't work for you. You're a feeling person. You're highly evolved, very intuitive. You're an old soul. The 11s are the oldest souls on the planet. But as I said, your life isn't going to be easy. So maybe moving into life coaching, spiritual teaching, social working. You're definitely somebody very chatty as well. So you certainly know how to hold your own in a conversation, especially when you know people like them and trust them. You certainly know how to hold your own. You're very ambitious as well, and you carry a big sense of responsibility. You're also very wise. So it's not your first rodeo, but highly empathic. You may find that, you have sacrifice in either love, health, or money in your life as you move through your life, Jen. So you may love and lose, for example, love and lose, or you might make money and lose it, make it, lose it, or get ill, get well, get ill, get well, get ill, get well, So, it's one of those three things. Yeah, so you're loving life now, though, with much healing. Fantastic. But you see, they're the lessons that you go through. Do you know what I mean? So these are the lessons of your soul, and you have the opportunity to evolve through all of those lessons, you see. So even though you've been through all of these issues of separation, the good and bad, that's where we get our biggest lessons and our biggest evolution. It's through the hardships that are thrown at us. So that's why the 11 is a master number, because, you get the opportunity to evolve and expand as you move through your life. Now, your year that you're in, Jen, is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 21, 22, 23. So, yeah, you're in a 5 this year. So it's a brilliant year for booking a trip and going overseas. Even if you can't afford to go overseas, a road trip would suffice. Your soul is kind of craving space and time down by the water's edge this year. It really is, and it will help to open up your soul. Yeah. Ah, hello, Simon. Nice to see you back again. There you go. There you go. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. You use crystals daily, do you, Jen? I love that. So Serenity Station, I'll have a look at doing yours next, all right? Now, remember, guys, you do have the opportunity to become members of my channel now. So if you want to, get into my inner circle and help my channel to grow, then there is a join my membership community. All right, below this video, I think. So you can click on that now. There's 2 levels that you can enter at. You can either enter at the Soul Spark, which is $5 Australian dollars a month, $5.99 a month. And that gives you badges which change the longer that you follow me. And they give you all sorts of access to to be able to sort of interact with me in different ways, and looking at the behind the scenes stuff. And then the Codex Crackers, which gives you a much deeper insight into the inner circle. You get teachings from the Oversoul Codex and color therapy and numerology, and plus special members only lives as well. So if you'd like to support my channel to grow and join a collective of starseeds from all across the planet that want to interact and ascend together with ease and grace, then that would be fantastic, and become part of my inner circle. So that's just been launched today on the 1010 portal through YouTube for me. So that's brilliant. It'd be nice to have you connecting up with us. Now, Jen, if you loved that and you'd like me to create your full Starseed Numerology Report for you as well, I'm more than happy to do one for you as well. To claim your special offer, just click the link tree in my bio, and that'll take you through to the online shop where you can order that nice and securely. And then remember to send me your birth date, time, place of birth, and living name, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. And you've got the Orion Explorer safe that's come up for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, which is about, that's interesting that's come up on the 1010 energy as well, because this is about betrayal, rebellion, and giving your power away. So the 1010 portal really is about stepping into your sovereign power and setting clear intentions, releasing fear and confusion, and actually aligning with your higher sovereignty. So releasing patterns of giving your power away. So maybe that's come up for a purpose for you today. Maybe ask yourself, whereabouts in my life am I ready to step fully into my sovereign power, and where am I ready to let go of patterns of giving my power away? There you go. So brilliant, Jen. I'll hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. Now I'm going to come next to you, Anita. All right. So Anita's born on the 17th of December 1990. Beautiful. And whereabouts are you watching from, Anita? Now, if you're watching me live today, then please feel free to interact as well. Make sure you leave a comment, drop your date of birth into the chat if you'd like me to do some insights for you, like we're doing for Anita and for Jen and for Margaret. And I will have a look at doing yours as well. All right. So you've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 22, 29, 30. So Anita, you're very creative. Yeah, you're very, very creative. So you need to learn to fill your own cup up first, though, because you're always doing stuff for everybody else all the time. And if you keep on doing that, you're going to risk getting overly stressed and burning out. So a lot of people born with a 30, when you total all the numbers in your date of birth and it totals 30, but before you reduce it down to the 3, are very creative. So you love music, lyrics, poetry, the arts and the healing arts. A lot of the 3s make amazing writers. Now, as well as being very creative, though, you're also somebody who's very analytical. Sometimes you can be a bit critical of yourself and sometimes other people as well when you're living negatively. So you just have to watch that. But the 3 in the colour mirrors system, bottle 3 is called Jupiter, and it's the largest planet in the solar system. So it wants expansion, and so do you. So you really want to stand up in the world and claim your spot. But you might need to overcome issues of low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and lack of self-worth as you move through your life as well. So you can see that there, you're very creative. You're also somebody who's very independent and you love being in control. So the 8s are the independent managers. So for you, you could be very good with business analysis or financial analysis as well, or managing projects, people, or money. Bottle number 8 is called Saturn, which is lilac over violet in the colour mirrors. Now, these are your soul colours that I'm reflecting back to you. So the 3, which is Jupiter, the 8, which is Saturn, it's coral and lilac and violet. These are your soul colours. So when you look at those, just tune into them and ask yourself, do you connect with those colours? Do they make you feel good or bad? Do they make you feel good or not? So for you, you like to build your future on solid foundations, Anita. So, you don't build your house on the sand where it will fall down. You'll build your house on the rocks where it will stay up, you see. Now, you're also definitely somebody who had challenges during childhood as well. So it could have been your parents separated as well when you were growing up, or issues around sibling rivalry. That's known as the arrow of frustration. It could have been you were bullied, or you felt like you didn't fit in with the world around you. And I find a lot of starseeds feel like that because we don't. We come in from high dimensions of consciousness, anywhere up to the 12th, and then we incarnate on the 3rd dimension, which is the earth. And when we get here, we're like, oh my God, what is this place? You've got taxes, you've got government, you've got war, you've got the eggplant emoji, and it's all a bit hectic, isn't it? So you can see there as well that you're also very ambitious, very idealistic. So you do tend to look at the world through rose-coloured spectacles, and you're very wise. You're a wise old soul that's come to the earth with lots of wisdom. Very nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity as well. So you've got really good gut first impressions. So what I would say for you is you've got to make sure that you carve enough space and time away from other people so that you can allow your creativity to blossom. Some sacrifice that comes up for you in your life as well, Anita. So in either love, health or money, one of those 3 things may become a bit of a cycle of loss. So it could be loving and losing, making money and losing it, or getting ill, getting well, you see. That's how it can play itself out. Now, your year that you're in, Anita, is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20. You're in a personal year 2. So when you get to a personal year 2, Anita, it is a year where you will be feeling a bit more sensitive. It's a year where it's great for processing changes that you went through last year. So last year you may have moved house or changed job. And this year, you want to process all of that. So you may be feeling a bit more emotional. But remember, when you're in a personal year 2, it's about partnerships forming. So 2 people coming together. So often I find, when you get to a 2, it's like, new collaborations in business may take place, or it could be new friendships, that sort of come out of the woodwork. So, you're from South Africa, are you? Oh, it's 4 a.m. there, is it? Wow. You're up really early, aren't you, today? So you're struggling with self-confidence. Yes, they did. You were 9 years old when your parents separated. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a really tough age to be, isn't it? When the support from the parental figures dissipates, it can cause quite a few issues, really. It really can. I saw a lot of my friends when I was growing up. Their parents separated. I was one of the lucky ones, or so I thought, because mine didn't until I was 27, and then it caused just about as much havoc for me at the age of 27 as it would have done if I was a child. Yeah, it was a chaotic time, believe me. There you go. Oh, nice to see you, Michael. Welcome. And it's your first time being here, is it, today? Well, lovely to see you, Michael. Make sure you leave your date of birth and we'll have a look at doing your birth chart next, if you like. So, Anita, the card that comes up for you today on the 1010 Cosmic Portal is Rigel, and this is the Orion Empath. And this is about transforming fear and low self-esteem. All right. So it might be that you are being called specifically today to confront your fears so that they disappear. Maybe working on those issues of low self-esteem. Remember that we were speaking about before that you confess to as well through the number 3, which is Jupiter, that very sensitive energy that can fall into the role of the martyr. So, this is about you, really transforming some of that by claiming your sovereign power. Maybe you need to change your belief system about what you're capable of, who you truly are, and let go of any of those old limiting narratives and that negative inner dialogue or limiting dialogue that tells you that you're not enough, because it's not true, Anita. So it's time to drop it. Drop the mask. Drop the illusion. It's not working. All right? Brilliant. Well, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to find out. Now, if you'd love me to do your full Starseed Numerology Report, I've just dropped the link into the chat for you as well, Anita, to claim your special offer on the full report for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US dollars on special, because it's Friday here in Perth in Western Australia. So on my live on a Friday, I always like to put out a special. And the reports are brilliant because they look at all aspects of your birth chart and your name chart. So through your soul urge number, your outer expression number, and your complete name number, which is like your deepest inner yearnings, the way you're perceived by the outside world. Also looks at the major influences in your astrology, like your sun, your moon, your north node, and your ascendant. So that will reveal your karmic lessons, your past life implications, and even your galactic origins. And also your pyramids, which are very predictive about your future. So each one of us has 4 pyramids that carry a numerical influence for a period of 9 years each. So you can look at those and see exactly what you're going to be doing as you progress through your adulthood and into maturity. So yeah, it's like a roadmap of your life. All right, so Michael, you're next up on today's live. I'm in Perth in Western Australia, Michael. Where are you watching from today? Oh, thank you, Serenity. I'm so pleased. Well, remember, guys, don't forget as well that you can drop live chat gifts into the chat now as well. So if you want to support my channel to grow, drop a small donation into the chat as well to help the channel to grow and expand and to evolve. Or, as I said before, you can become a member now of my YouTube channel, and then you get all sorts of extra benefits and behind the scenes snippets that nobody else gets as well. So there's a join button below the video that you can become a member of the channel, become part of a global wave of truth seekers, cosmic wanderers, and starseeds that are looking at ascending into the 5th dimension with ease and grace. Oh, you're on the Goldie, are you, Michael? Ah, nice one. Okay, so let's have a look at doing you next. So Michael, born on the 17th of the 3rd, 1989. Perfect. So Michael, you've got a day number 8, and then you've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 27, 37, 38. You're a 3811, are you? Nice. Okay. And then your year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20 is a 2. So you got 2 1s, a 3, an 8, and 2 9s, and a 7. Amaze balls. Okay, so you're a master number 11, Michael. So you're very intuitive, very empathic, possibly psychic. You could be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. You'd make a good life coach, spiritual teacher, or social worker. You might even be delving deeply into astrology as well. I often find the 11-8 people are highly evolved spiritually. You're an old soul, because the 11 is that master number vibration. So this is bottle 11 in the colour mirrors. It's called duality. So it's good and bad, black and white, right and wrong. Your last look at issues of separation. So many 11s, they'll go into life coaching, spiritual teaching, or social work. You may find that you go through, those fluctuations between what's right and what's wrong, who's good and bad, so it can be, especially for the 38 11s, you've come in to be a whistleblower, a truth revealer. You've come to illuminate the darkness and bring it into light. Now, I always bring in Virginia Gouffre as an example of a 3811 because she's the lady that exposed the truth, what was going on in the royal family with Prince Andrew. She was a 3811, so she came in, but she had to experience abuse, trauma, childhood trauma, and all of that sort of stuff in order for her to then become the whistleblower. So a lot of people with the 3811 have chosen quite a difficult incarnation, which could have involved, some shadows that you had to overcome and accept as you move through your life. So, that's why you're highly evolved empathically. Your day number being an 8 is the manager. So your gift is your management. So good money manager, man manager, project manager. You absolutely love being in control. Thank you, Serenity Station, for that lovely donation. That's so sweet of you. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I don't even know what a ZAR is, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's great. Is that the your unit of currency in South Africa, is it? Now you can see that there, you've got as I said, the 8 is Saturn, which is old father time, which is this beautiful vibration here. So you like being in control, Michael. You're very independent. So in relationships, you've got to make sure that both parties are standing in their own light and power, because the 8 is independence, organization, control. You like doing things properly. So the 8 is actually quite corporate, whereas the 11 is more celestial. So you've kind of got one foot planted in both worlds. So you're very organized, you're very practical, you're very methodical in the way you go about your projects. So as I said, though, you've got to learn to love your shadows as much as your light. So you can't run from your shadow, Michael, because it'll always be stuck to the bottom of your feet. But you've got a big purpose, Now, what I would say for you is that you've also had those difficulties and challenges during childhood, Michael. So you've got the arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5, and 6. So it could have been, your parents separated, or there may have been sibling rivalry or ill health, or you were bullied because you were so sensitive, because you're a sensitive guy. But also look at that. You've got the arrow of activity, the 7, 8, and 9, which is a suppression of nervous energy. So you're always kind of zipping around all over the place, doing lots and lots of different things with lots and lots of different people. And you kind of need to learn to slow down a little bit. So surround yourself with people that are a bit more zen than you are, because they will serve as a reminder that it's okay for you to do that as well. It's almost like your central nervous system's on steroids. You're a very wise old soul as well. So you've been around the block a few times, Michael, as well, in the nicest possible way. And you've got a vivid imagination as well that sometimes runs away with you. And maybe sometimes you even get a bit paranoid. The isolated tree is like your mind. It's kind of like going off in imagination, but it's also intellect as well. So you've got a nice, strong intellect, which will serve you well. Oh, is it South African Rand? Is it? Ah, I should know that. I should know that because I went to South Africa. Because, do you know what, Anita? That's where these bottles are from. They're from South Africa, from a little village on the outskirts of Cape Town called Stamford. I don't know if you know where that is, on the garden route. So I went over there a few years ago to do my colour mirrors teacher training with Melissa Jolly. She's the lady that channeled this colour therapy system back in 2001. And I should have remembered that, shouldn't I? So hopefully that's connected with you, Michael. Leave us a few comments and let me know. But yeah, wow, you could make a really good life coach, spiritual teacher, or social worker. You've got some really good business acumen as well. The 8's super, super organised as well. And, they like being in control. I often find 8's just like doing things properly. They do things methodically and slowly, and everything's organised, and it's a beautiful vibration. My husband's a ruling number 8. I'm a 9 and he's an 8. So he likes being in control of the finances, and I just like helping people. That's the way it kind of works in our household. I'll pick a card out for you as well, Michael. And this one is for you. All right. So the cards that I'm using today are called the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. And this is actually my own deck of cards that I introduced about 6 months ago. Yeah, so they took me ages to create. There's 88 activation cards for your ascension journey. And they are a colour therapy stroke numerology deck of cards. And they feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters as well. So you can check out all about these on my website as well, which is Dreemtime Academy, dreemtime-academy.com. So make sure you check out my website as well and explore it. There you go. So Michael says, I can tell you, you hit it on the head. I'm deep in my ascension with a mentor, but this is real clarity with the spiritual half told. Ah, good. Good. I'm pleased that it's giving you that extra information that your soul requires at the moment. And actually, you got the Hadean Explorer that's come up for you, Michael, and this is Facile. So when Facile comes in, the Hadeans are, beautiful, tall, white lion beings, half humanoid, and some of them have got wings as well. And many of them are in Aldebaran, which is the Eye of the Bull in the constellation of Taurus. So it's almost like a melting point, a pit stop for galactic explorers from all over the cosmos. They'll sort of stop off there. It's like going to Brighton, you know what I mean, in the UK and having a coffee in a cosmopolitan environment. That's the Hyades. And but this card is the Hadean Explorer, and she's saying you are currently bridging dimensions. You're sort of starting to learn to live heaven on earth, and that's because you're starting to live in the now moment. So it's like you're starting to not be like you're being present, and that's where your point of power is. So instead of living in the past, which doesn't exist anymore, and the future, which hasn't happened yet, your point of power is in the now moment. And by you kind of being that magenta bridge between corporate and celestial, that's your path. That's literally the magenta path, and that's you. That's really is you, because you're the 8, which is corporate, the 11, which is celestial. So you're a bridge between the earth and heavenly realms. There you go. Hello to Cherie Schoon. It's nice to see you. Do you want me to have a look at doing your birth chart next for you, Cherie? Yeah. Excellent. Well, hopefully that's connected with you, Michael. If you loved your reading today and you'd like to go deeper down the rabbit hole, then make sure you claim your special offer on the full Starseed Numerology Report. They're only 59 Australian bucks today because it's Friday and it's the 1010 Energy Portal. And that's 22 pages of handcrafted information exploring your birth chart, your name chart. It looks at your peak years of maturity. It will reveal your galactic origins, your karmic lessons and your past life implications and all sorts of stuff like that as well. So make sure you claim that on the special. That's the link to get that, and then you'll be prompted to send me your date of birth, ideally your time of birth as well if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it. And also become a member as well of my YouTube channel as well. Help the channel to grow and evolve and become a group of like-minded starseeds from all across the globe. There you go. So Cherie, shall we have a look at doing your birth chart next? Yeah, be nice to explore yours next. Now, if you're watching me live and you haven't had a reading with me yet, then don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. If you want to support this channel, you can do a live chat gift like lovely Anita did, the Serenity Station. And thank you so much once again for dropping 35 ZAR into the chat. That's beautiful. I really appreciate it. Oh. Oh, really? I thought I recognised your name. So I did yours a few weeks ago, and I said you were from Andromeda. Brilliant. Did you get your report? Did you, my love? Do you want me to pick a card out for you today and see what comes up for you? Since we're doing the 1010 portal today. Now, remember, guys, today is powerful for setting intentions, releasing fear and confusion, and stepping into your sovereignty more as well. So maybe do a little ritual today at some point, write a new intention about what it is that you truly want and ask yourself the question, how can I step more and more into my personal power today and move away from patterns of giving my power away? Yeah. Yeah, I'm an Andromedan as well. Are you an Andromedan as well, Michael? Yeah, I love it. There you go. So you got the Syrian starseed. I don't need anything for that actually. I'm just going to pick a card out for you, Cherie. The Syrian starseed. A lot of the Syrians have a big connection with dogs. All right. So if you love dogs, that's a big sign. But for you, it's all about vivid dreams and creative visions. Danica, the Syrian starseed, sort of says, look, you need to maybe start keeping a dream journal and start writing everything down that that you're experiencing. I had a really vivid dream last night. I have to tell you about it, guys. It'll make you laugh. So in the dream, I was having a job interview, and I'd gone into it was an office, like a corporate role, and I was like trying to do my elevator pitch, say, oh well, I'm great at sales and la la la, la, and all of this sort of stuff, and all this stuff was coming out my mouth, and then I suddenly realised, and I stopped, I looked down, and I didn't have a shirt on, so I was like I was half naked from the waist upwards, and I was like, oh, I said, oh, I don't know how that's happened. I don't know how I missed putting my shirt on for the interview, and they were like, oh, don't worry, it's fine. These things happen. And then I was like, oh, I think I must be in a dream. So I sort of woke up in the dream, and it became a lucid dream. Anyway, the rest is history. But that's what Danica's all about. Danica is like when you start to have lucid dreams, you start becoming conscious in your dream time state. And that's when you can start really manipulating the matrix. So you do you? Yeah? There you go. Oh, there you go. So you just played your reading back. So no betrayal issues. You've been told I'm a good listener and a good friend. Being told like my genuineness, humour, kindness. Yeah. So you don't have any betrayal issues. Well, that's good, isn't it? With the 16 stuff. It can also manifest the 16 as secretiveness as well. So there can be like the sevens can be prone to being a little bit secretive. Yeah. And you do keep a dream book, do you? Great. Oh, I'm super pleased to hear that. That's amazing, isn't it? Oh, fantabulous. Beautiful. Now then, guys, if there's anybody else that would like a reading with me today, speak now or forever hold your peace. If you've got any questions for me about any of the work that I do, then please feel free to fire away. I'm open to questions for about the next few minutes, and so we can sort of see, if there's anything that you're stuck with in your life as well, and you're like, well, hang on a minute, I need to find out about that, and you just haven't got any answers to it. How long have you been on your own awakening journey for? Have you been on your ascension path for a while now, or are you new to it? Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to find out. So I wonder how your 16 plays itself out then, Margaret. So if it's not betrayal issues, what is it? What is it that's the shadow of the 7 for you with the 16? Do you have a fear that you're going to lose everything all of a sudden? Is that how it's manifesting with you? The interesting thing is we can actually work through these issues as well. So they become less and less over time, but often you have to become aware of them to be able to transcend them. So they can often play themselves out as the shadow. If you're living in the more evolved version of the 7, though, remember it is the philosopher archetype, and it's also the truth seeker, and the person who wants justice and equality. It really is the teacher as well, because the 7 carries that vibration of wanting to explore the deeper meaning in life, but also wants to learn through its own experiences and then share that wisdom with other people. So some 7s become the best teachers. They really do. All right. So if you're watching me live and you'd like some insights with me today, then feel free to fire away. That'd be good. So you are very maternal mama. Aha. Mama bear nurturing type, not a healer, but intrigued by light language, energy transmission healing. You were a black sheep all your life, and you carry your own burdens, and you're very self-sufficient. Okay, so that's your 6 energy then, that beautiful pink Venus vibration, isn't it, Margaret? Yeah, is the maternal, yeah? Ah, oh, fantastic. Thank you very much, Michael, for getting your full Starseed Numerology report. Now, remember, you will receive an automated email that will come through to you that will request your birth date, time, place of birth, and living name. So make sure you respond to that. If you've got a Gmail account, sometimes the report goes through to there. So, so just make sure you check your junk and spam files as well, because the amount of times that I don't receive people's birthdays after the bar report, and it's weeks sometimes before they realise that they're giving me the wrong email, the email that's attached to their PayPal is wrong or whatever. So yeah, just make sure you check your junk and spam. If you don't get it for any reason at all, I'll send you another email through after today's live as well. All right. Remember, give me 3 to 5 business days to create the report, because they are handcrafted. They're not computer generated, so I do them myself. So they do take a bit of time to generate. Now, has anyone else got any questions whatsoever for me today? Anything that you'd like to ask me? Anything you're unsure of? Anything at all? I'm going to pick a card out then for the collective. And this one is for everybody watching me live today. And it's a message for you for the 1010 Cosmic Portal. And there you go. It's the Orion Explorer again. It's funny that energy of betrayal wants to raise its head again for some reason, and rebellion and giving your power away. So it is a very appropriate message for today specifically. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at your life in general. And I want you to look at where you're still set in patterns of giving your power away to other people or to other organizations or whatever it is. And I want you to stop doing that. Stop giving your power away, harness your power, and then become the powerful manifester that you know that you're here to be. Oh, there you go. So there you go. Well, you should be able to start talking with your guides, Michael, because you're an 11, you're a 3811, and a lot of 11s are highly evolved or have the potential to become highly evolved spiritually. And if you're not dreaming as well. So it's interesting because you're a day number 8, aren't you? My husband's an 8. He's a ruling number 8, and he doesn't dream either. So I wake up in the morning and I'm like that. Oh my God, you won't believe what I think. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and he's like, ugh, yes. I don't dream. I go, what did you dream? And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, oh. So, it's a bit like that, so you might be a bit like him, that you just can't tap into it's called the astral plane. It's where your dreamscape is, you see, the astral plane. It's one of the cards actually in my Oversoul Codex collective. These are my brand new cards actually, so I've got 2 decks. This is just a prototype, but they feature the 7 planes of consciousness. So I'll show you what the astral plane card looks like. So and actually, it could be that you just need a clearing on your astral. Clearing on your astral. And that could be done through breath work. I'm feeling like breath work would be a good thing for you to look at doing. Yeah. Have you ever done breath work before? Because often that can really open up channels, especially around the astral plane. It's the dream corridor. There you go, the astral plane. You see that card there? So you can also use sacred geometry to be able to start unlocking the keys to the astral realm. So that would be the Vesica Pisces within the Oversoul Wheel. The Vesica Pisces within the Oversoul Wheel. And maybe start working with some amethyst crystal. Put an amethyst crystal underneath your pillow or something like that, and that will help with the dreamscape as well. All right. Yeah. And talking with your guides, really you've got meditations is a great way to do that. I also, outside of my YouTube membership portal, I have the Oversoul Codex Collective. It's a membership portal where you can learn everything about the Oversoul Codex, and it's a very powerful community of starseeds, and that's there's lessons in there, so it's a proper portal where you log on, you watch videos, you do meditations, and it unlocks the 7 planes of consciousness for you as you move through those. It looks at the 12 color rays and the lessons involved with that, the oversoul archetypes as well that are sort of most supporting you right now, and also your activation key. So it gives you practical exercises to be able to follow, so that you can start attaining the levels of conscious awakening that you're hoping to. So that might be something else you can look at as well. I'll send you a link to that when I send you your report when it's fully done. And there's a founders membership offer for the Oversoul Codex Collective for just 33 Australian dollars, and that's for 3 months access. So you can sort of become a member, check out the content. There's a community in there as well where everybody interacts and shares what they've experienced. So it's like you've got somebody right there with you the whole time, as you're learning and evolving and ascending. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, I think it could help you to reach the level of self-awareness and consciousness expansion that you're looking for. Because really you've got the earth plane, and then you've got the celestial plane. The earth plane is the lowest, it's where you're mastering all the earth lessons, and then the celestial plane is where you have reached cosmic consciousness and you're connected to your celestial family. And of course, that's where we all want to be, and we've all got the potential to get there as well, you see. Yeah. There you go. So Margaret says you got no fear. Life hit rock bottom already. So you're getting divorced, are you? Yeah. You feel your karmic lessons are healing unworthiness, lack and scarcity, ancestral lineage karma. Yeah, it's a pattern that you've noticed, is it? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. That's very true. It can be the victim archetype that can come up with the pink shadow as well. The pink shadow. I think I can remember from you as well. You've got those 3 6s in your birth chart, haven't you, Margaret? As well, which is a lot. It's a lot of that. Wonderful. Well, there you go. Well, I've been live for an hour today. Hopefully you've all had fun, and I'm going to sign off. A big love, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. All right? See you very soon. I'll keep the special offer open on the full report for about the next half an hour as well, guys. So you got a chance to go and claim your special on that now, all right? Big love. See you soon. Have a great weekend.